What is your favorite season? Because mine is definitely winter. I love snow, I love cold, I love early sunsets, I love winter holidays, love Christmas, New Year's. Everything winter related, I just feel fascinated about. And in this video, I really want to share the winter wonderland that I encountered while in Courchevel, France. I spent the previous week there with my family, skiing and just having fun. And I just really want to share how our trip was like in this video. This winter break, I got lucky to travel to multiple winter locations. We started off this winter break by going to Iceland with my boyfriend, where we even saw the Northern Lights. And then I went to Courchevel in France in the Alps. And now I'm in Moscow and it's snowing like crazy here, and it's an amazing winter vibe in Moscow right now. I just want to share some of my Courchevel travels, and I hope you find useful tips in this video if you're planning on going to Courchevel. Enjoy the winter ambience. Courchevel is located in France, but if you're going there, the biggest international airport that's nearby would be in Geneva, in Switzerland. It's only a 2-hour drive, 2.5-hour drive from Geneva, and Courchevel is part of 3 valleys: Courchevel, Maribel, and Val Thorens. I might have to double check this information, but I do think it's the biggest ski area in the world, and what's really good about it is all 3 valleys are interlinked. So you can stay in one of these 3 towns and ski absolutely everywhere due to a really developed infrastructure between the 3 towns and the 3 valleys. My family loves to ski a lot. I feel like we in general really love winter activities. So we went skiing to a lot of different countries, a lot of different places, but I feel like 3 Valleys is our favorite choice. And it has the best slopes, it has the best restaurants, the best nightlife. There's just so much to do in 3 Valleys. I feel like you will never get bored. And this year we also got lucky because it was a truly magical winter wonderland. It was snowing a lot, it was really cold, and sometimes we would still see the sun. So we had various days while there. But I also know that the week before us, there was a lot of like temperature variation, and sometimes it would even reach 10 Celsius, which is like crazy warm. But then in the week that I was there, it was up to minus 18 Celsius, which is really, really cold. Me and my family, we chose apartment style living. So we did have our own kitchen and our own living room, and everyone had a bedroom. It was really nice to have a lot of space and have our own zone where we could all hang out. So in the mornings, we would usually have breakfast right there. We had French pastries delivered to our door, which was also really nice. So we would have breakfast just sitting at the table and discussing what we want to do that day. You could go skiing or snowboarding. You could go ski touring, which is practically hiking while wearing your skis. And ski touring is pretty cool because you have this kind of like Velcro or maybe velvet material that sticks onto your skis, and you can peel it off or put it on. And once you put it on, your skis are literally like, they stick to the snow, so you can go upwards. If it gets too steep, you will slide backwards, but if it's not too steep, you can just walk upwards. And then once you reach the top, you peel the skins off, and then you can just ski down. So it's really, really cool because you get to work out while going up and then enjoy the ride down. So yes, you can go ski touring, or you can go cross-country skiing, or you can even go paragliding. You can also just walk around town. I'm pretty sure there is a skating ring as well. You can also go shopping because Courchevel, there's a lot of shopping that you can do there. You can just hang out, go to the spa. So there's so many options on what to do. I was mainly skiing every day. Sometimes I would also go ski touring. And there was one day where I felt like I partied a little bit too much the day before. So I just decided to stay home, and that day we just went for lunch in Courchevel in town instead of going up on the ski lift. And then I just walked around, and it was snowing. It was really, really beautiful. One thing I want to say is, of course, you have to be properly equipped, because when the temperatures reach minus 18 Celsius, it can get really cold, and especially if the wind is out there, and sometimes there can be a snowstorm, and it's gonna be really quiet and chill in the town at the altitude of 1850. But once you go upwards, there might be more wind and more snow, and it can get really cold on the ski lifts. You might not notice it on your way down, but once you're sitting on the ski lift and it just goes up so slowly, you might literally freeze. Sometimes I felt like I had frostbites on my face, and I would still try to cover it with a cloth or something, but it would still get so cold. I have a fun story from one of our lunches. So there is this place in France, and it's called La Folie Douce, and it's really legendary because they host lunches and parties at their restaurants, which are located directly on the mountain. And it's super cool. It gets so fun there because you're on this terrace overlooking the Alps, and you're just drinking and dancing and eating, and then when they're about to close, you leave and you ski down or take a lift if you need to go up and cross into another valley. It's amazing. Like, I love that place so much. So we made a booking for one day, and we went to La Folie Douce in Maribel, and that day was one of the coldest days. Even though the sun was out, the temperature was around -10 Celsius. So we arrive at Folie Douce, and our table is outside, as everyone's tables. Then I even went to check whether any tables were available inside, but the inside was completely empty. Nobody was even sitting there. So we had to sit outside. Again, it's -10 Celsius, and we had to endure lunch outside. We were just drinking hot wine after hot wine, so many glasses of one shot, but I was still freezing. And imagine, I pour water for myself, and I drink a little bit, and then I leave the glass for like 10 minutes as I'm walking around taking pictures with somebody. And then I approach my glass, and there is an ice layer on top of the glass, so my water froze. So yeah, it gets pretty cold in the mountains, so please be properly equipped. But yes, lunch-wise, there are multiple spots in the mountains, in 3 valleys, where you can have lunch outside, and then the lunch place turns into a big party place. So if you need any recommendations on restaurants or anything like that, just leave me a comment and I'll reply to you with some of my suggestions. And also, because 3 valleys have incredible infrastructure, my friend Diana came to see me and stayed with me for 2 nights. She and her family were staying in Val Thorens, which is the highest valley in 3 valleys, and it's the highest down. I believe it's located at like 2250 meters or 2400 meters. I need to double check on that. But yes, it's located at a very high altitude. But she skied down and crossed the other valleys to come and stay with me. So it's really nice if you have friends staying in other towns. They can just come visit you, you can come visit them. For nighttime, there is so much to do in Courchevel. It has a lot of places to go, and a lot of restaurants also turn into a nightclub or a party place as the night progresses, which is really cool because you are sitting at a table eating your dinner, but then you can stay at the same table and it's a nightclub now. So Courchevel can be a lot of fun. I definitely have to know that it's pricey, but I think it's so worth it. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you liked the scenery, and I hope you get to travel to Courchevel soon. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.